Afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium just across the Hudson River from New York City. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Mon. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mon. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 7. Let's go.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just had an insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangwu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And the Vikings are going to have first and goal coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On second down, Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Mon looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Here's Mon. They're going for it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak, and remember, it is an open week for them, so if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. The 30.
Keep running, man.
10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, Devontae Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Mon now off of play action. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Mon. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Mon. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Mon going to throw it.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Our first carry here for Kene Nwangu.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st down, here's Mon.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Off the play fake, Mon.
On the move to his left. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kellen Mond,
his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chaz Surratt. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go play action here. Mon. That is caught by Thielen. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mon throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Davante Adams. as the first half is winding down, and the Jets have taken the lead.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one. For the Gipper, let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Wilson steps away to his left. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Montgomery. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point splits the uprights. They will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Oh, look at the juke. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Flushed out right. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he finds Montgomery complete. Touchdown, Jets.
David Montgomery
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mond. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Montgomery. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Running left, Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. David Montgomery, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Mond. Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Switch it, Phil, switch it.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Come on, dude. Delta.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Mond. Now he's flushed out right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.